Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so all the products that I use today you can purchase from Stampin' Up! At the address at the top of the screen, and there's also one link below. My project today is for St. Patty's Day. Stampin' Up! Doesn't really have much for St. Patty's Day. I think there's one sentiment in a 2-box set that says Happy St. Patrick's Day, but it's cling. And I just don't like, especially when there's a million little words, I don't like having to line them up. So I just made my own shamrock with the Sweethearts dies. And I used, for the window, I used the seasonal label dies. I also used some of the Abstract Beauty Designer Series paper because my team is doing, their challenge this month is to do monochromatic green project, and I used Just Jade. So, okay, so this is what we need for the product. Oh, and inside are some chocolate coins that I got from the Dollar Spot in Target, and also a peppermint patty that I also got at Target. Alrighty, so this is pretty quick and easy. You can get 3 of these from one sheet of Designer Series paper. We need a piece of Just Jade cardstock that is 10 by 2.5. We need 3 of these hearts cut out of Just Jade again from the Sweethearts dies. And there's a little label in the Sweethearts dies that I use like that to make the shamrock. We need a piece of window sheet that is 3 1/4 by 2. And 2 pieces of the Abstract Beauty Designer Series paper that are 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. Alright. So let's get the Simply Scored right now. Okay, I did send out my email to the people who have requested to be on my mailing list. So if you would like to know any Stampin' Up! Information, you can just pick me as a demonstrator. You don't have to buy anything for that. And then when it asks you to opt in or out to mailings, just say yes. Alrighty, and the email this month just covered that later in March there's going to be a last chance and retiring section again for the, I'm imagining it's the things that are in the mini catalog. And then in April I can purchase some of the things from the new annual catalog, and I'll be showing as soon as I get them. It's usually, well, the last time I ordered, I got things in a week, but that's going to be a big time to order. So probably 2 weeks later, I'll be able to show you some stuff. Okay, so we're going to start on the 10-inch side. Okay, that's the only side we score. And we're going to score at 1, 4 1/2, 5 1/2, and 9. Okay, and that's it. Right, then I'm just going to fold and burnish. Now these ones I'm just going to fold back. Okay, and the ones in the middle we fold the regular way. Alrighty. Now we're going to round the corners of both sides, the ends of both sides with the Detail Trio punch. Just say I use this punch a lot lately for different things. Okay. Alright, now we're just going to attach one, whichever side you want the front to be. We have to attach it on so that we can cut it with the seasonal label die. But this I'm going to attach with Stampin' Seal so the glue does not squirt out when we cut it. But you can do it with glue if you're going to let it sit a while before you do it, or else it will squeeze out and make marks on the sides of the paper. And I put a lot on here because we're going to cut it and I want it to stay firmly attached and not bubble up on the sides. Alright, I'm only going to do the one. Okay, and I'm just going to center this die in here, just by eyeball, and put some low-tack tape on there. And I'll cut it and I'll be right back. Alright. And then you can use this for another project if you want to. Okay. Now we can put our other side on. And you can add a sentiment if you have a sentiment. There is a stamp set. I don't have it. It's cling again. But at least you can put just the 1 sentiment. It's not broken up for the most part. And it is, I wrote it down, Happy and Heartfelt Cling. And it says Lucky Me, which is kind of appropriate, I guess. Alright. Now we need our window sheet. And again, this is 3 1/4 by 2. It's going to fit right there. And we need some glue dots and my Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to put, well, I'm going to put, I put this in a cello bag too. So I'm just going to put one in each corner. I don't think I need to do it all around. And maybe one on the side so it doesn't buckle. Okay. And then I'm just going to put it on the inside. And you can also use the extra sheet you get with your stamp sets. After you peel off the extra sheet, you can use that for this too. And for the cello bag, a lot of times the dimensionals come. Once you use dimensionals up, you can use that bag or any other supplies that you get. I have these 3x5 bags that I've had for a while for my other business. I do painting, mostly wine glasses and things like that. But I have little paper craft stuff that I've always done to add to my business, just to put on the side. So I've had these bags for a while. I think I got them on Amazon. Alright, so we need, and find a gold wrapped peppermint patty. And then I have 4 coins. Let me see. I think I only used 3 coins on the last one, so I'm not sure if the peppermint patty will fit. Or 4 coins maybe won't fit in. Now, what I do, I never have the right size, so I just find what I want, and then I tape it. I'm just going to tape this over to the side. And I don't get what they call invisible tape. I get the cellophane tape, because that's what really doesn't show on the cellophane. And then I'm just going to measure it up. Yeah, 4 coins might be a little too much, but I think I'm going to take one out. And then I'm just going to roll the top until I think it will fit in. And I'm going to tape that also. Now you can also just staple this and leave the top up there as in with the staple. You could put it in like this and just staple the whole thing together if you want to do that. Alright, now I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm going to put 2 strips of it, or maybe a little 3, inside. Alright, and I'm going to stand it up and make sure that everything fits in there nicely, and then press it gently on. And then there's your gift bag. See, isn't that cute? Okay, now I need a small hole punch. And I'm just going to put it about right in the middle. Well, yeah, about in the middle. almost an inch apart. And I'm going to use the Just Jade gingham ribbon, which is from the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack, which it's been in 2 annual catalogs, so I have a feeling it might not come back this year. So it might, but I don't know. It came with this. It came with a pretty wider white ribbon, and then blue and white twine kind of ribbon. I believe it's still available. Okay. And then I'm just going to tie the left over and through the right so that the lower side lands up on my right hand. And then I make the loop and come up and over and put that behind. And that usually makes it so that my tails are down instead of one sticking up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to clip it off. Alright, and that's the box part. Now I'm going to use my silicone mat and our little pieces here. So we have 3 of the hearts and 1 of the tag, which is going to be the stem. And then I have a 7/8 inch circle punch, but any small. You have to make it small enough so that it doesn't show. Alright, so, or I did, on this one I used a 1 inch and I had to cut a little bit, or 1 1/4 inch, and I had to cut a little off so that it didn't show through the front. Now on this one also, I scored these in the middle so that they could, so that maybe they could be 3-dimensional, but then when I glued them they were flat, so I'm not going to score them this time. Alright, so first I'm going to take a little bit of liquid glue and put it on the flagged end of this, and then just decide how much of a stem you want to show, and then go a little up because your petals are going to show a little bit on that. Alright. Okay, and then I'm going to put the side ones pointing down just a little bit. Okay, just like that. And they just overlap the smallest bit. And what I suggest is that you just, yeah, I want them up a little bit more. So they're almost pointing into each other. But I don't really want them sagging too much because it looks like a sad, kind of a wilting shamrock. I'm having a hard time. Alright, and then like that. And we're going to have to move this whole thing down just a little so that the circle doesn't show that we're gluing it all to. And then we'll put the other one on top. Okay? Alright, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here. And I'm going to put that one like that. I don't want it pointing down too much. And then the other one, and I want to cover up the stem here where you see the circle. Okay, and then the last one goes on the top. Just like that. Whoops. Sliding. And if you like it better, you can do the side ones. Put the top one on first and then do the side ones. Alrighty. And we'll just wait a second for that to dry. Just peel it off. Alright, now we need 2 dimensionals. Just make sure this is still a little tacky, but the petals are pretty solid. So I'm just going to put 2 dimensionals on here. Oops. Like this. And then I'm going to put it towards the bottom, slant it a bit. Okay. Then I'm going to take some Wink of Stella. So my old Wink of Stella just ran out. So when you get a new one, you want to pull the cap off, hold it standing up, and you want to get rid of this black ring. And then when you twist it back on, it pierces that top. All right, and then you want to just squeeze it a little bit until you see some coming out the sides. And let's see, not yet. There we go, I saw some. It takes a little longer for it to come down. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's much nicer. I was struggling with the old one. I don't think you can see it on camera. For some reason it doesn't pick up that well. But it makes it really pretty. Alright, let's see if you can see. There you go. Alrighty. And then for the final touch, now you could really easily hang a sentiment right over here on the bow. I don't know why my ribbons have been curling like that. Just this roll. Alright, I'll fix that later. Okay. Is this dried? Yep. See, I love Wink of Stella because it dries so nicely. And for the, I'm going to add some Gilded Gems. And for some reason, I can't use the sticky on this because they, these are really tightly glued. I'm going to put a big one here. And medium one there. And last small one up over here. And that's it. Thank you so much for coming to watch my channel today. It helps me a lot. I know things are hard with the gas and everything. So just you watching my channel helps. And of course, if you need anything from Stampin' Up, I would love it if you would purchase it from me. My address again is linked below. My blog is linked below where all of the measurements are. And the link to join Stampin' Up also, to be on my team. And what else? I think that's it. Please subscribe and hit the like button. And I will see you next time. Have a great weekend. Bye.